Hey, what's up YouTube? Sorry I haven't been able to post recently. Last week I had all of my floors redone, so I didn't have any access to my computer or any of my editing software, so I wasn't able to come out with a video last week. So we are backlogged a little bit. However, I thought, I already have the footage to some of the older drops, so why not release that while I still have it. But starting next week, we should be up to speed. We will be back with your regularly scheduled programming. So enjoy the content, guys. What's going on, guys? We got a lot of releases today. The main one that I'm gonna go for is the Jordan 11 Low Black Cement. The Jordan 11 series, I guess, just keeps rolling. This one has, not the best profits. The Space Hippie Vaults are also coming out today, and they have better profit margins, but with the bot that I have, it's not gonna be doing too well on Shopify sites, so most likely try to get those manually. The Jordan 11 Lows, that's coming out on foot sites, so we're gonna try to get those. More and more I'm doing the sneaker thing, the more I'm realizing that, every big release is not guaranteed, and so you're gonna have to take the profits where you can. I don't know how hard this release is gonna be, to be honest. Retail is $170, so there is some money to be made, but if it's easier to get than expected, the prices will go down, and I don't think it's gonna reach retail because overall I think it's a pretty good design. We'll just have to wait and see what the stock looks like though. Regardless, we're gonna get a few and we're gonna try to sell it locally anyways. I'm sure there's gonna be a few people that's gonna want these. Seems like these were pretty easy to get. Alright, I think that's good. So with this Jordan 11 Black Cement drop, I was really nervous at first because I obviously didn't know exactly how well these shoes were gonna do. And so as you saw from the video, I was very hesitant when I started checking out very quickly, because when you can start checking out that fast on a bot, it usually means there's a lot of stock, and I was afraid that I was gonna be stuck with a bunch of shoes that I wouldn't be able to resell, or very, very, very low profits. It might have even went down below retail, I wasn't sure, so I was very, very skeptical when I started checking out so quickly. I'm glad that the prices did stay where they stayed at. Obviously they dropped down a little bit after release, but they were still profitable, and I was able to sell most of my pairs to a bulk buyer who bought it for maybe $20 above retail, which is completely fine with me. So overall, this drop was a success. I could have gone for more and sold more, but at the same time, they were not selling quickly. I sold maybe like one or two of them to actual buyers on Facebook Market and eBay and stuff like that. But most of my selling came through bulk buyers that just bought it at a very fair price. So at the end of the day, it was a good release. Let's see how I did on the Yeezy Zyons. What's up? It is 6:55 in the morning. We are going for the Yeezy Zyons that's coming out on foot sites. And I am very tired. Out super late last night, but I still stayed up till 1 in the morning to set up. I got a few hours of sleep, woke up, and now we're here. So I feel pretty prepared, and hopefully we can get as many pairs as we can for the Zion. Let's hope for the best. And we're off. Oh, there's one right here, 10.5. Let me hit. Let me hit. Come on. Yes. Finally. 10.5. Obviously I did not do very well with the Yeezy Zyons. I only got one checkout. Thankfully it shipped, which is cool. However, I was pretty upset that I was only able to get one. And it seemed a little bit weird because I was very prepared for this drop, and so it made me wonder, like, what did I do wrong? How can I improve on the next one? And after speaking to some of the staff at Toru, a lot of the DC proxies are banned during the initial launch. And while they were working for the Jordan 11 lows, it seems like the way to go for this drop was just using residential proxies. And so that really messed me up because my restock monitor in Toru is filled with data center proxies. And if your restock monitor is full of data center proxies that are banned on the site when it's launching, you're gonna have almost zero chance of checking out. I was very lucky to even get one. So the fact that I even checked out was surprising after I learned why I wasn't able to check out. But I think for the next release, I should be much more prepared because I'm not gonna be using those data center proxies anymore. They suggest when you're using the server to not run local on your restock monitor. And the reason they say that is because a lot of servers are blocked by the major websites. So like, I don't know for other servers and depending on what you use, if you are on your server and you go to footlocker.com, and if you're able to access the site, that means that your server is not banned from those foot sites, or it's not banned from that website. So you can use local as your restock monitor in Toru as long as your server is not banned for that site. So for the next drop, I'm gonna leave it on local. I'm not gonna upload any data center proxies, and you're gonna see the results of that in this next clip. 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go. Wow, people started checking out very quickly. Very quickly. I did everything I could. We're just gonna let it run. Submitting checkout. Come on, let me through, let me through. Ooh, one payment failed. Well, getting one payment fail is better than not getting through at all, so let's just be patient. Usually, like I usually start hitting, you know, probably 10 to 15 minutes in, so we will just be patient. Yay, I have one submitting checkout. Please go through. Please. It'll give me a little bit of confidence. Just one goes through. Come on, just go through for me. Just go through. Yes! Alright, I got one. I got one. Not bad. Alright, there's a lot of people having issues. Oh, looks like we're getting a bunch of setting information. Here we go. Once usually things get rolling, things usually get rolling, okay? Alright, that's 2. Come on, guys. Yes, that's 3. 3. Not bad. Come on. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Come on, let's try to get 20 pairs today. 20 pairs. Let's do it. This actually might be the most successful initial launch that I've had. I usually get like 0, and now I'm actually getting a few. So what was the secret? Basically just don't touch anything. Like you set up your tasks as best as you possibly can, and you just let it run. Just let it run, and hopefully it goes through. I'm using a bunch of different proxy pools. That's definitely helping. So far my Jeru and my Oculus have been hitting for me. I'm surprised that my Oculus DC hit for me. Hasn't been doing too well recently, but it pulled through today. Alright, so for the total count of shoes that I got this week, I was able to get 28 checkouts for the Jordan 11 lows, which is pretty good. I was expecting probably about 20 to 25 pairs, and I already sold, I want to say like 90% of them to my bulk buyer, which is good. And I only got one Yeezy Zyons, which is obviously a disappointment. I was able to sell it very quickly to a friend of mine who was looking for a pair, and it wasn't size 7 or below, so there isn't much point in holding the shoe. I sold it to him for a very fair price. I got a bunch of the Jordan 12s. I only got about 8 to 10 adult sizes, but my bulk buyer did say that he wanted grade school sizes as well. He only wanted 6.5 and 7, so I started going for those sizes, and I was able to get a bunch of those. They started checking out immediately. I should be expecting about 25 pairs in total for the Jordan 12s. Overall, a pretty good week. Want to be a little bit more consistent, obviously, with the videos. And as you can see, a bunch of the shoes are stockpiling in the back, just to give you a little preview. So we have a bunch of the Jordan 11 lows. We have some of the 12s, and it's a mix of the Breads and the Concord 11s. This is all the GS sizes for the 12s, and there's some 14s mixed in there as well. And then if we come over here, these are all the shoes that I'm going to be selling to Stadium Goods. They just got approved, and so I think the total came out to be like over $5,000 worth of total sales when they all sell. Stadium Goods is definitely the best payout to get your shoes, but there's a lot of relationships that I need to keep with bulk buyers and stuff like that, so gonna be sending a bunch of them to Stadium Goods, some of them to my bulk buyer, and we're gonna sell the rest locally. So not a bad week. Tune in and we'll see how we do on those satin snakes. The satin snakes look actually really awesome and they look super dope, and I'm gonna try to get as many of those as possible, so we'll see how I do.